Okay, so now we have 17 part B. Okay, if we read the question, 17 part B, it mentions that we are supposed to draw the locus of points inside the triangle that are 3 centimeters from AC. So we're going to draw the locus of points inside the triangle, inside in bold type, that are 3 centimeters away from AC. Now, the locus of points which are equally distant from a straight line, okay, all the possible positions. First of all, what does the word locus mean? Okay, let's just go back to the basics. Now, the word locus, okay, is the plural of the word loci. Okay, sorry, the locus is a singular of the word loci. Loci are the locus of points, okay, or the locus of points of a particular position are all the possible places it could be. So, for example, if I say the locus of points which are 3 centimeters away from the point C, it would be a circle of radius 3 centimeters, because every point on that circle, on the circumference of that circle, is 3 centimeters away from point C. Okay? And the locus of points which are equally distant between two straight lines which intersect, like AB and BC, okay, would be what we just constructed now, which is the angle bisector. The angle bisector, every point on this line is equally distant from AB as it is from BC. If I was to draw the perpendicular distance of this line from BC and this line from AB, it would be exactly the same. Okay, so that's an angle bisector. Okay, we also have what's called perpendicular bisectors, which we haven't been asked to draw here, but a perpendicular bisector would be a line, okay, which passes exactly halfway halfway through a line that it's perpendicular bisector to. So every point on that line will be equally distant from those 2 points A and B. So the perpendicular bisector is equally distant between 2 points, okay, that are fixed. Now they asked us to draw the locus of points inside the triangle, which are 3 centimeters away from AC, which is a line. Now, for something to be the same distance away from a line, it has to be along a line which is parallel to that line. So we are asked to draw the locus of points inside the triangle that are 3 centimeters away from AC. 3 centimeters away from AC. So we have to draw a line that's parallel to AC and 3 centimeters away from AC, but only on the side which is inside the triangle. We don't need to draw one on the other side. Okay, just what are inside the triangle. So we just have to draw a line which is 3 centimeters away from AC and parallel to AC. Now, I have a bit of a debate in my mind about this question, because you see the first part of the question says using a straight edge and compass only. It says construct the bisector of angle ABC. So we used the protractor and we used, sorry, we didn't use the protractor, we used the compass and we used the ruler to do this construction. However, part B says draw the locus of points inside the triangle that are 3 centimeters from AC. It doesn't say construct. It's worth 1 mark. The question before it's worth 2 marks. Okay, so for part B, I would suggest that they're not actually asking us to construct the line parallel to AC, but just draw it, okay, which you can do in a number of ways to do it accurately without having to construct it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in one video how to do it in the way that I feel the question's asking us to do it, worth 1 mark. Even if you look at the mark scheme for part A, it tells the examiner to look for the arcs, the construction arcs. For part B, it doesn't tell them to look for any arcs. Right, so it's pretty obvious to me that for part B, they're asking you just to draw the line, which is 3 centimeters from AC. But still, I want to show you how to draw it in a way that will be a bit more accurate. So what we'll do is we'll take our protractor, which is what we use to measure angles with. Okay, and I'll take this protractor and I will measure an angle of 90 degrees. Not construct one, measure one. Okay, so I'll put the protractor on AC, make sure that it is exactly in line with AC. Okay, so that exactly in line with AC. So that I'm going to measure an angle of 90 degrees now. Okay, so it looks like it's exactly in line. So I'm going to measure an angle of 90 degrees. 90 degrees looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to make a mark over here to show that that line is 90 degrees. So you can be more accurate when you've got your protractor. It's not making a mark. My pen's not open. Okay, open the pen. Okay, so I make a mark. Actually, it's marked there already. Okay, so now I'm going to take the protractor out of the way for a few minutes. Oops, I was supposed to have done something here as well, sorry. Let me make a mark where I started measuring the angle. Okay, I started measuring the angle here. Okay, just to make sure. Just do that again. We start measuring there. We've got an angle of 90 degrees. And I'm going to make a mark right here. Make a mark right here. Okay. I'm trying to be as accurate as I can. Alright, let me take this out of the way for a little while. I'm going to join this line. Okay, now I'll make this really thin because it's like a construction line. So make this a construction line. To make this quite thin, so I'll just go to properties, make it quite thin. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure along this line 3 centimeters. So I'll take the ruler and I'll measure 3 centimeters along the line. I'm not doing it like construction man, I'm just doing it with a ruler. Okay, because we're not asked to construct here. So I'll line up the ruler so that it's in line with that line. And I'm going to mark 3 centimeters along that line. Okay, I've tried to make the scale of the drawing similar to the scale on the actual paper, but there we are. That's 3 centimeters along that line. Now what I need to do is measure an angle of 90 degrees from that point. Okay, if I do that, over there, let me just twist this thing around. Okay, there we're going to have along the line, and that's 90 degrees. So I'll make a point here. You can be a lot more accurate when you do it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just draw the line right over it so that you can't do this. So I'll just draw a line like that. Okay, now I'll take this out of the way. So that line is what I need, but I need it only inside the triangle. Okay, so I'm going to keep it like that. But what I'll do is I'll make another line on top of it, which is a bit thicker. So your main construction line, the main line I've put it as like a thicker line, so you can see that that's what I'm referring to. And those are very faint. These should be very faint lines, these other ones, construction lines. Okay, so this line is going to be quite faint. So I could even make it in a fainter color just to show you. Okay, so this is the line that we want. It should be that this line is 3 centimeters away from AC, and I think that's what they're looking for. They're not looking for an accurate drawing using construction arcs. Okay, because of the wording of the question. Draw the locus of points inside the triangle. Look at the difference between the two wordings. Look at the difference between the marks. If I was to do this using a compass and a straight edge, then I would have to do a perpendicular bisector, a proper or a perpendicular line from AC. Then I'd have to do another perpendicular line 3 centimeters away from AC. Okay, using construction, there would be like 1, 2 different constructions. It's going to be much more long-winded and not really worth just one mark. So that's what I feel what we should do in this question. I'll make another video where I will show you how to do this in that way, where you have to construct. In case you get a question where they do actually say construct. Okay, so I'll do that as soon as I can. Okay.